All right, good evening, everybody. And once again, welcome to this class, to this stream, live stream. Yesterday, we started with support and resistance. I explained the concept of it and how to mark it out. And we started marking it out and labeling it. That is where we got all of it. We got all these lines, all these levels, and there are levels that has played out in the past, and when price come back to it again, we expect future reactions. We expect reaction. We cannot trade because of that, but at least it helps us to narrow down our probability. For example, look at this this daily line. Very, very interesting. Look at this daily that we marked out yesterday. This line that we marked out from that daily. Look at the way Bitcoin is bouncing off it. Look at the way, if you go to smaller time frame, look at the way it bounced off it. Is that line. The push-up is very massive. The volume coming in at that point is also very nice, 25.783K. And we already have another green candle coming in. This is very nice. You may see temporary push-up again. Then we go down because this is already printing kind of downtrend, because we have a high, we have a low, we have a lower high, and we have a lower low. So if we push up and do something like this and come down again to create a new low, it's possible. And it's possible that we just keep going up. But based on what you are seeing here, we are having, when we get to market structure, you understand that. So let's just continue with this class. Let's just continue with this class. Okay, now, yesterday we stopped at the daily. So you saw how I believe you all know how I got all these lines. I believe you all know how I got there. And so after doing on a daily time frame, the next thing is to go down to 4 hours time frame. You go down to 4 hours time frame. Go down to 4 hours time frame, then you can see the ones that you can also mark out on 4 hours time frame. Remember, excuse me just a moment, please. All right, so the next thing is to draw it on 4 hours time frame, the obvious ones. Okay, let me do a quick recap. Very important to get it. Let me do a quick recap. Let's say you have a candle going down like this. Let's say it's a right candle, and it closes here. Let's say this is sell candle. You know, sell candle will open at the top and close below. We'll open somewhere here and close somewhere here. That's a sell candle. Do you understand? That means this is the open and this is the close. So that means it opens at a higher price and closes at a lower price. That's why I say sell candle. So now, if immediately the candle closes and another one begins to form, immediately closes, another one begins to form beside it at the exact price, something like this, and it comes up like this, or maybe higher anyhow. Do you understand? Now, this is the kind of thing we want to see to mark our supports. So we can simply say this place is our supports. We can simply say that place is our support here. This place here, you can say it's our supports. And remember that it's not all this kind of scenario we find that we will now keep marking. We look for the ones that has been tested multiple times. Like, let's go to the charts. Like this one I marked yesterday. Like this one I marked on daily yesterday. Look at this place that I marked out yesterday. I didn't just mark it out. I marked it out because it has been tested multiple times. Okay, let's count how many times it has been tested. Look at it. Where is it? Okay. I think this is it here. It was tested here. This what I used to draw. This is the reference point. Then it was rejected here. It was rejected here. It was rejected here. And now it was also rejected here. And now we are rejecting it again. Multiple times. It was rejected multiple times. And you know, I told you that this support and resistance lines, the longer it takes, like the longer time, how do I put this? The more it gets tested, like the more price bounce off it, the more strong it is. Okay, I think I didn't say this one that yesterday. What I just told you yesterday is that the higher the time frame, the stronger the support and resistance. Now I'm adding another one to it. The more price test this the particular support or resistance, the more strong it is. Like this one, the price come to this place, in this place, and rejects. Come to this place and rejects. Try to break it here first, rejects, then again, before the one we are having now. It will be clearer if I go to lower time frame. It will be clearer if I go to like 4 hours time frame. You get it clearer. As you can see, price is bouncing off it here. Price is bouncing off it here. Price is bouncing off it here. Price bounce off it here. Then price is also bouncing off it. Do you understand? Yesterday, when we were having this class, all these candles have not formed. Do you understand? All of this have not formed. So we just have these breakouts. We just have these breakouts like this. So on coming back to this place, somebody can buy from here. Can you see? Anybody that bought from there will be in profit by now. She understand? I will still teach you different ways to buy. She understand? If somebody had said is pending order here by now, would have been some profits. Would have been some profits. There have been some profits. Let me check. Like there have been some profit, like almost 1% profit. Almost 1% profit, which is cool profits. 1% without leverage is very cool on Bitcoin. It's nice. Okay, all right. So after marking it on daily, the next thing to go is to go down to 4 hours and also mark your level. Now, we cannot mark all these ones because they are close to this daily already. So we just leave them. We cannot mark all this place because it's close to this daily. So we just leave it. I'm looking for the ones. Don't go too far back. I can mark this place, but it's too far from the price. Okay, let me just mark it. I can mark this area here. Yeah, I can mark this area here. If you choose it to the back, I'm sure that the price will have tested it multiple times. So I can mark that place and name it 4 hours time frame. Excuse me. And name it 4 hours level. As you can see. There's no any 4 hour again. Yeah. We can mark this place, but it's too close to this weekly. I wouldn't mark it. Can mark this. We can mark this. Yeah, can mark this place. We have a chooser button here and name it 4 hours time frame. Now, how do we trade this after marking out all these levels? How do we trade it? Now, look at this. This is the way you trade it. Very easy to trade. You remember that yesterday I told you that there are 2 ways to trade. I told you that there are 2 ways to trade support and resistance. Let's say this supports. This is support line. You understand? And price approaches it. Where's my part? Okay, let's say price move up and approach it like this. Now, there are two ways to trade. You expect two things to happen at that point. You expect two things to happen at that point. You expect two things to happen at that point. It's either it breaks it out and continue moving up, or it bounce off and face the other direction. Do you see it? It's either it breaks it out like this and keep going up and keep going up, or it gets rejected like this and keep going down. Those are the two things that can happen when a price approach a level, maybe support or resistance. Do you understand? Now, no, all these ones are marked now. I did not put either support, like this one, I did not put either support or resistance. I only say monthly level. Now, what does this mean? This means that if price is coming to it from below, if price is approaching it from below like this, it is what? It is resistance. Do you get it? If price is approaching it from below like this, it is what? It is resistance. So when price hits it, I'll be expecting either price reverse like this or price breaks it out. Or price breaks it out. Those are the two scenarios I'll be looking for. So either it bounces back off like this or it breaks it out. Those are the two scenarios I'll be looking for. And on the other hand, if prices, let me go down and choose for this weekly level. This weekly level, for example, now, let's say price is coming to it from above like this. If price is coming to it from above like this, then it becomes a support. Do you get it? So when price get to it, I'll be expecting two things. It's either the price, it reverse like this, or it breaks it through like this. Those are the two things I'll be looking for. If price is coming from above, just like we have it currently happening. Just like we have it currently happening. What we have currently now is that prices are coming down to it. Can you see? Price above it like it's coming down to it. So if price should, this is where the price is currently. This is where the price is currently 47,296. This one that keeps changing. 47,298. 47,300. So it's either the price comes to it like this. If price comes to it like then it is acting at what support. So two things are bound to happen here. It's either it breaks it. It's either it's reversed like this or it breaks it down. Two things we are expecting at that level. Do you get it now? So are the two things we are expecting at that level. Now, any which way that happens, we don't. There are other ways to predict what is going to happen, but that will be more advanced. But for the purpose of this class, we'll just focus on probability. Once we get to this level, now we'll now wait and watch. So when we get to this level, there are some things, there are stuffs, there's something we call Japanese candlestick pattern. So we'll look for the kind of candlestick that forms in this place. We'll look at the kind of volume that comes in this place. And we'll apply other factors that I've not taught. For example, this particular level now, this weekly level, I'm try to look for other things that can make me see it as a level that may hold. For example, if I pull a Fibo from here to here, if let me put this on standard, I'll pull a Fibo from here to here. As you can see, the golden ratio, which is 61.8, is very close to it. The golden ratio is very close to it. That means this level is not a level you should just joke with. So we have two reasons now for that level. So when price comes down to it like this, we may be expecting it to reverse. So once the price gets to that point, we'll now go down to lower time frame, like 1 hour. We'll go down to a lower time frame, like 1 hour. Wait, let me not even use this. What we are seeing now is a very perfect example. What we are seeing now is perfect example. Now, there are two ways to trade, okay? Let's look at price was coming to this level, and on getting to this line, look at what it did. It's reverse. Can you see it? Look at what it did. It's reverse. Now there are two ways to trade this. The first way to trade this is to just place your pending order in this place. There's something we call pending order. You just place your pending order in this place. Let's say you put your long on this exact line, and you put your stop loss maybe below this place. And you take profit above here. You take profit above this place here. You put your entry here. Can you see? So anybody that plays this kind of trade is on a profit of 90 cents, 0.9%, which is a nice trade. You'll be targeting for the highs here. And your stop loss will be 0.46. That's exactly how, that's the first way to trade it. That's the first way to trade it. You put a pending order on that exact line. That's 46,878. So you go to your Binance, put a pending order here. You understand? Now, if the thing does not reverse, let's give a run to break. If it does not reverse and it keep going down, it will stop you out. Your stop loss will hit, which is normal. Trading is, loss is part of trading. That's the truth. You cannot do without losing at all. Just that you want to be losing once in a while, not every time. If you place 10 trades, you want to lose 2 or 1 and win 8 or 9. That is how it is. That is our aim. That is what we try to do as traders. So this is the significance of these levels. Can you see the way price rejects it nicely? Very nicely. Rejected. I didn't edit these lines. If you check yesterday's stream, you see there. I did edit it. So it hit it and reverse. Can you see? Hit it and what? And reverse. Now, the other way, this is a kind of aggressive way to do this support and resistance. Aggressive way. Now, there are other ways to trade it, which we call conservative way. Now, this conservative way is that you allow the thing to come down to it and reject. You see this first rejection candle. This candle you are seeing here is what we call rejection candle. Then after seeing this rejection candle, you now enter. Immediately the candle finish forming, you now enter a buy at this level now. The candle starts finish forming at this level. Enter a buy at this level. Put your stop loss at the close of this candle and you aim for the top. Can you see? Now, your stop loss is bigger with this. Your stop loss is bigger, but you have more assurance because you have seen a kind of reaction on that place, on that line. You understand? You have seen, that's why we call it conservative entry. That's why we call it conservative entry. So that is it. Now, the other way to now trade, the other possibility is that instead of bouncing off, it breaks it up like this. Now, if it breaks it like this, what's going to happen? Now, if it breaks it like this, 80% of the time, after breaking it out like this, you will not do anything if you don't have a pending order. If you have a pending order and it breaks out like this, you just leave it, let it in stop loss. Don't worry, you will recover the loss. Sure, you understand? But if you don't have a pending order, you're a conservative trader and it breaks out, you just be looking at it, don't do anything. Sure, you understand? Then it's going to definitely come back to this line. Even if it does not come back to exact this line, it will come back somewhere close to this line, maybe here. So that is when you now look for placing your sell order and you set to the next level. That means you now place your sell order short and short to the next level, which is this place. And then your stop loss will be just above. Depends on the kind of candle that forms here. This place may form a rejection candle. Yes, a rejection candle will be here. So it's above that rejection candle that you place your stop loss. And that is it. That's how it will be. Now that's how it will be. That's exactly how it will be. I hope everyone is following. Please, I want to get feedbacks. If you are following, please signify using the chat box. If you're following, Mr. Franco's power, welcome. You're very late, so you're almost done with the first part of the class. Well, don't worry. We'll do a show, a replay. We'll upload it. Okay, Mr. Lee, just ask a question. Let me see if I can unmute you. We have plenty of time for question and answers today. Where is this button? You can unmute yourself now and ask your question.
Okay, boss. Good evening, boss.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, boss. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you, please.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm hearing you.
Okay. My question is this, boss. You said on this, okay, on what you doing now. You said, what I mean the example of shorts.
Yeah. You have issue with the example of short, right? Okay, let's look for a practical example. Let's look for a practical example. Okay, here it is. This is a very, very practical example. Look at what happened in this place. Look at what happened in this place. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you there? Network is not very, very friendly. Okay, your network kicked you out. No problem. I already got your question, but just listen and watch what I want to illustrate now. Okay, look at what happened in this place. You see that here, we had a breakdown like this. Can you see? It broke out. It broke out, and after breaking out, what happened? After breaking out, what happened? Price went back to the line again. Can you see it? It went back to the line. Now, this is the point where you now need to sell. Broke out and sell off. Can you see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Broke out, then now sold off. Can you see the way it sold off? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Though, look at, for example, look at what happened in this place now. This place, we have a breakout, but on coming back, there's something we call fake out. Sometimes fake out happen. At this point, there are no any serious reversal candle or anything signifying buy. When we get to the market structure and all of that, you will understand why this thing happens like this sometimes. But for the purpose of this class, let me just take this. For the purpose of this class, for the context of this class, you will see that after the price come to it, broke it here, here you see, come back and reject. It doesn't have to be the exact line, remember. It's now sold off small, come back to it again before the big sell-off. Can you see? Then after the big sell-off, it still come at it again. Look at it here. Did not exactly get to that line. I already taught you that it doesn't have to be exact line. Then it comes to this level, to this daily level here. Can you see? It comes to this daily level here. After on getting to this daily level, it tried to break it multiple times. Try. It could not break it. Then it bounced. On bouncing, coming to the exact line again. Can you see what happened on the exact line again? it went down again. Try to hit the line again. That exact same line. Come back to the daily. Can you see the way it's moving? Come back to the daily again. Bounce off it again. Look at it. Come up. Come to it again. Now, this time, it's come back to the exact line. Break it out. Come to it. Test it. That's exactly what I'm saying. This time around, it broke it out. Then it come back for a retest. After the retest, it went up. Can you see it? Come back to it again. Get a small bounce. Then break it to the down. Are you seeing the price action, the way it's playing out? Then it broke it out here again. Or let me just say broke it out here again. Retested it and bounced off again. And bounce off again. Can you see it? After bouncing off, it still come down to the exact daily line. Bounce off small. Come back to it again. And before you now finally go up. Can you see the way the price action is moving, respecting those levels? Respecting those levels. Then finally it come up again like this. Can you see this? Now, this is where the major crash down happened. That is where you must have a stop loss. Look at the massive crash down. This does not happen every time. It happens once in a while. But when it happens, it used to be very massive. Massively went down. Then on getting to this level, broke everything. Can you see? Before you now get find support here. Can you see what I'm trying to explain? Have I answered your question? Mr. Lee, have I answered your question? Have I answered your question, Mr. Lee? Please reply using the chat box if I have. Just yes or no. Okay, I've already answered your question. That's nice. All right. So moving on, we have just 2 minutes left before this class will be ending. So I would like to give an assignment before we finish this chapter, because this will be the end of this support and resistance level class. So I'll be starting what we'll be doing tomorrow. I'll just brief it before we end the class for today, because this class will also end by 10. But the other part of it should be theory on the class, not live like this. Do you get it? Look at what Bitcoin is doing. Oh my God. It keeps going up from that our level. Can you see it? It keeps going up from that our level. So somebody that set a pending order, I didn't set a pending order because I already had some trade today, and I was preparing for other stuff. So that's why I did not place the trade. But it's a nice trade. It's a nice trade. Now 1% profit without leverage. Somebody that's leveraging 20x will be on 20% profit by now. Sure, you understand? Somebody leveraging 5x will be on 5% profit by now, which is very nice. So the assignment is this, for the benefit of those of you that are here. This is the assignment. You, apart from Bitcoin, okay, just look for any coin you like. You can also use Bitcoin and mark out your levels. Mark out your levels for monthly. Start from monthly. Label it like this. Then you go down to weekly. Label everything. You do daily. That's mark out level, monthly time frame, weekly time frame, daily time frame, and label it. So put it on daily time frame like this and screenshot. I just want to see the labeling and the color. Do you understand? So that will be the assignment for today's class. And we'll be ending it here. This will be the end of this series, this module. See you on the next one, and have a wonderful